Again, I would like to thanks to Rotary Club, Butterfield Study, and Ms. Harry for arranging this session today with me. Actually, I kind of important because I cannot cross border simply to Kedah. It's supposed to go a long process where you need to send a letter to my HQ, you have to send a letter to state have to accept that I'm coming down. So I cannot allow that because it's purposely because of special request by Ms. Harry. I'm here. I'm trying to spend a little bit time with you all, hopefully, some sharings, because I'm very sure ladies and gentlemen in front of me are very well versed with what's happening around. We are all very well versed. Just some of the things which you need to polish, you need to get some enhancement, maybe like recall back. Okay, if you see, my topic today is more on it's coffee money. Let's talk. Bring me up. What do these words mean? When is a gift a bribe? What should you do when someone tries to bribe you? I don't think so. I need to explain all this because I say a lot of people are very powerful people over here. When I start introduced by Ms. Harry, I can know that a lot of people are in a very powerful place. But the powerful place usually have a lot of opportunities, a lot of loopholes. And you are in the hot seat. And you don't say that when you are not with the government, you won't be involved in any crime such as fraud. The bribe is always there, depending on the situation. Because most of us are like to legitimate whatever you do. Very simple thing, when you are young, you will be legitimate your love life. But when you are as a parent, you will deny. That is how, when it comes to the rightful place, when the rightful person will say this is wrong, but when you are doing that, you will try to find out all kind of reasons, rationalize it, and say that is a part of business or part of life. It can say it's your income. So, no, just put aside. What you all didn't know about, you can ask. Or you would like. Or you want me to ask questions, John? Okay. What do you think about bribes?
Right. Okay. I think now both in the form of religious
Anything.
and in what you call in the society connection. Bribe is something we should avoid it. Okay. All right. Religiously is also not good. I would say spiritually, right? It's not about religion. Spiritually is not good because it not enhances because spiritually is related to moral and all these things, right? So morally is wrong. When you see moral wrong, the bribe, in a way, what he does is, if it happens to the throughout the nation, if the whole nation is involved, then it deprives the public, the people who really need assistance. They will be deprived of this because one end is getting so much of wealth. Right, so I would say that is the reason why we cannot condone bribery, because the places where the money should go will not be going. Right, so that's something.
Not only money, anything related.
Anything else.
So one of the best example here, Mr. Kadarisan is one of the best examples. It means you all know what is right, which is you shouldn't let it rule. But what was happening here now? Every country do have. Every country do have. Every human civilization do have this thing. Two things we cannot change on this human civilization. One is bribery and one is prostitution. Why? It's because of our own stuff. This is the big difference. So what do you want to ask me about this? Do you have any question regarding this? Sir, do you have any question? Anything? Okay.
For now, it doesn't.
For now, it doesn't have. Okay, let me ask. Okay. How long does MACC exist in Malaysia? Berapa lama SPRM wujud dalam Malaysia? Okay. That is too long. Terlampau lama saja. Actually, before independence. Yeah. we doesn't need to focus on MACC, but actually this crime is already exists quite long, which is ever since this nation was built up, but not in a proper organization. After some time, we have a proper organization, so-called as anti-corruption agency, then transform into Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission.
So before that, I'm like, as you said, before independence, right? So what was the agency under? Police is it?
Under Prime Minister Department. When Tun Abdul Rahman was the first Prime Minister, when he was elected as Prime Minister in 1952, there was a unit pencegahan rasuah under Prime Minister Department. But we not aware. Only after the Raid Commission came, after they do some search on our Malaysian current, I mean that time is Malaya, new government, what would be the subsequences they have to face when they form up the new government, then only they found out we need a special task force or unit to encounter this issue. Because everywhere they do have it. Okay. What would be the effect? What would be the effect of this crime? You see, yes, sir. Do you think we are feel safe? I'm not talking about crime prevention, but do you think we are safe?
In what sense?
General term, safe. Why? Why? Why you don't feel secure? Why you don't feel secure? I can see you all are kind of opinion leaders, huh? So your point of view totally will be different than others. So that's why I have to be another way approach to you. Why do you feel that? Why don't you feel not safe? No, don't talk about money yet, sir. We go in another, you see in another dimension, different angle. Why you don't feel the same? Okay, I give you a question. All right. Let us our sir here. Okay, sir, in your school time, back in somewhere around 60s.
Yeah.
All right. Would you lock your house and left, or you left the house without lock? No, usually people.
There's no fence also.
Yes, correct. That's what. Okay, we can never bank no lock, and we can left the key to the our neighbors. Even the most safest place under the carpet. So we left that under the carpet. That's the most safest place. But now you have to fix CCTV. You have to put a lock. You need to hire a security. You need to do a lot of prevention to make sure your civilized modern world to be secure. Why?
Why? Because the CCTV people are doing business.
No, the crime became business. The crime became business. The crime, the one who doing crime, always doing crime.
But are you talking about situation in Malaysia or you're talking about
Everywhere, almost same.
Even there are some countries that you do not.
No, they are not giving you numbers. They're not giving you the numbers.
I will bring up. Sorry, I will disturb. Can I make now? Okay. See, there is a kind of a small place. I'm not going to state. Okay, but let's just go to a small place. That's why I'm going to village. I think this place exists somewhere in Nashik, India. Okay, there's this is a Saniswaran temple. Okay, excuse me, like this is something related. Okay, Hindu faith. All right, but there's a temple there. Okay, and that particular area, the houses are open. The doors, I think the houses got no doors.
No doors.
Yeah, no doors. All right. So in that particular area, the people are safe. Now why? Why in that particular area there are no doors? So but belongings don't go.
Okay, I will come to that. Actually, you already go further far. Like if I want my talk, I will talk. You already go very far, right? Okay, I'll come to that further. Why that thing, that culture can be happening, and how you are doing right now. This culture which you are started just now, like start with the national anthem, goes for the Yani Pertuan Agong, and so on. It's a kind of culture you create. You are the one who created. So
Yeah, you already got far.
yes, sir. So the crime always create another crime. That is, so if you find mother or main point, the crime to be continuously happen is crime. Because once a person who do a crime, we have enforcement to see them, take action, enforce their whatever rules they given to them, law was given to them. But they've been asked them to keep their hands inside the pocket with lavishness. Very simple, lavishness. So if you see, the crime always will continuously happen because of one thing. That's why we are putting a lot of effort to educate our people. Why you should educate? You see, past, like our sir said, in the religious, we only very clear, we say, crime is wrong, ethically wrong. We are training our kids from ever since small. You shouldn't do this.
And we have moral lesson, moral subject, in compiler.
But we are the one who give token to our kids to do their job. That's the first bribery. That is the first bribery. We are giving tokens to our kids to do their job. Let's say we ask them to sweep the floor. Yeah, I'll give you 2 seconds. We are starting first.
But in a way, we say it's motivation.
You are legitimate. You are trying to legitimate that.
It's a tip.
You see, you are giving a reason. You are rationalizing your doing.
It's appreciation, no?
Yeah, correct. What for the kid? What for the son? What for your daughter?
No,
Just to help you, right? Just to help you. You are not machine to make kids and let the kids to be there. You are living the culture of human being, continuity in the humankind by having your kids. So the kids should help you. If they are not helping you, what for them? Very simple thing. So to do that thing, we train them. And just to touch, don't take it serious. Like our Indian cultures, when you go to temple to do prayers, we do give a token to the priest. But what will happen? Our people will start to give extra token to get extra attention. At the end of the day, it's a bribe.
Yeah.
So we do a good thing, but end up we creating another bad thing.
what about like giving tips
To?
in a restaurant?
Okay, tips to the restaurant. Why? Does the restaurant doesn't pay them? No.
We appreciate the service.
Okay, it's a personal, right?
Yes.
Okay, you are giving another name of tips for them to your personal things. You don't mix up with these things. You don't legitimate that tips to your waiter to this crime. Crime is a different part. Tips is different part. You see, the person who works at restaurant, they serve food for you. You are too happy. You have too much of money. You don't know what to do with your money. You will give tips.
Okay.
Correct?
But if you give a lot, then you really.
In that sense, if I want something done in a certain office,
Okay.
okay, I appreciate their good job and give them some tips.
Okay, what for they will pay salary?
Yeah, they have been salary.
What for you are appointing a government officer?
But a waiter in a restaurant is also paid salary.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit crime.
See,
Maybe they give extra food to restaurant.
in expectation of giving some extra shit. But somehow we are very simple. We are trying to legitimate everything. We are trying to legitimate. We are finding a reason to rationalize. So try to eliminate.
But is it a crime? No.
Do I need to say that?
No, I mean, you're.
Why you are giving tips? See, ma'am, very simple. When you were in the normal way of life, I don't want to say a very high level, we go for normal level. Let's say B40. Do you think you will give tips a lot?
No.
Probably no, because our budget is that much.
Yeah.
When you are going a little bit higher, when you have extra in your pocket, you'll feel, never mind, I give $1 or $2 extra, it's nothing. Because I'm earning, I can share the thing. That's different. But when you come to the government office, it's totally different.
Move the file,
When you go, yes,
to move the file
maybe, all right.
faster.
How about private sector?
Okay.
Private sector, do we have bribery over there?
Yes.
A lot.
To get
It's
business.
unreported. Tons of cases. A lot of company collapse because of bribery. Kickbacks, especially a lot of kickbacks. I'll make sure our friend to get the job. Our friend will approach to me, and I'll say, okay, fine, bro. Every month you make sure I get this much from your profit. Then the friend will give me. He will claim as a token. Maybe he will say it's a commission. He can claim it as a tips. He can say it as a corporate entertainment whatsoever he want to name it. but it's still a bribe because I'm using my place, I'm using my power, I'm using my space and my decision to make sure somebody who can get benefit to me to get that project. And whenever he does something wrong, what I'm going to do? For sure. No, extra income, let's say he do something wrong.
Take extra income, so the government.
I have to power up that thing, I have to back up him right there. Okay, how about let's say a construction happening? There's a lot of bribery happening between the enforcement bodies and the officers there. End up an accident. Do you want to know one accident in the private sector, which until now you couldn't solve the problem? Highland Towers. Highland Towers. Back in 90s, Highland Towers fall, right? Before that, the engineer already advised. The land got mortar contained. The report was being forged. A lot of report being forged. A lot of building have these issues. Why? Because of this private. A lot. Even recently, we do have cases with Sijil Halal. You know why chicken price recently have fluctuating issues? We are doing investigation because of subsidy. All right. These suppliers, they claim they have slaughtered and sales for 1 million birds, but in actual, not even 500,000. The extra 500,000 they claim subsidized money from government. So government couldn't handle this matter. So make it easy, we cut off the subsidy. What was happened to the sugar? They smuggled to Thailand, sell it there. We brought in sugar, even we don't have enough sugar from Perlis, we bring in from Trinidad and Tobago. Because sugar is a very big business. It's not about sugar itself. Because a substance from sugar is alcohol.
This is to manufacture.
They can make alcohol. That's a big business. It's not about sugar. Refinery sugar is different. There's another one more. But you see, they can make money from it. So government have to pull out that thing. Same goes to petrol. Every day, KPD and KK doing operation to make sure got this people who are smuggling diesel. Recently, got one boy come and approach to me. He asked me to buy over a lorry and give it to him. He want to do business. I asked him, what business do you want to do? Diesel. He said, he's showing me all the pictures of Pegawai KPD and KK, the one following up, the one doing operation. I said, this one you already paid, this one you cannot. And they have a very big market. Very big market. They are smuggling this diesel. You see, that subsidized is belong to this. This subsidized belong. What else? Government, every time they sanction a lot of funds to public, they siphon out. So now, crime aside, income aside, what is the issue? Ethics. The one making crime to get more and severe is ethics, which is we cannot change. That's why came into the culture, which is earlier, we do have a proper culture. We do have a proper culture. We do trust people. Now, we don't have that. So, whichever country do have that culture, they can survive better. For example, like Scandinavian countries, Australia, New Zealand, Sweden, over that countries on, they are less crime. Because ethic. We train them from small. Why we can't train them? Because we are the one who are telling our kids, hey, you don't stay in Malaysia. After you get good studies, better go out. We are the ones. Then we are complaining where we are staying. Now our place is very bad.
But we have no choice.
Why you got no choice? You are the one.
We can't change the law. upper side.
You don't need to change them, you change yourself.
No, how are the children going to live in a place that we cannot change anything?
You can change, you are living,
We can change children.
you can survive. How do you survive?
Survive in the.
You are surviving from that particular place, and you are the one brought up your kids, you are earning from that place.
Somehow we also involved in certain places that we cannot.
You have to teach them how to survive. How long you gonna run? No, if you are smart, if you are talented, your talent will recognize, you are going to that, it's no issues. But not encouraging them to run away from a problem.
Can I add something here? Okay, I don't know, because this also will boil back to the policies, right?
Sure, for sure.
Isn't it? Sometimes because of the policies of a country, if it is being seen by the public as cute, right, as cute policies, then there is going to be a kind of, discontentment, which might bring this kind of feelings, that, these policies are cute. This is not going to be favoring me. If you're a hardworking person, they not favor you, the policies, So in a case, that kind of cases, where the children will be told to migrate.
Right. See, what my point is, we are the one who encouraging them not to soften.
I just want to ask you, is this kind of policies being created, when the person who creating this policy, they know, it's skewed to one particular area.
That's right.
So it's kind of very, it's kind of a.
When we touch about that, when we touch about that, we might touch a political issue. So it run out from our track now. What our point here, as you are mentioning just now, to create a better community, you need to create a good culture. That culture is we are the one. We cannot change on a big group, but we can make changes from a small group. First is we, ourselves. I practice my best practice. Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
If somebody asks, a government official asks a bribe for me, and I give, but I give reluctantly.
Okay. Reluctantly, emotionally, I don't want to give them, but okay.
Yeah, because I come from a country that has very, very little. So I find this very.
Numbers of cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I find this very disgusting, but he's got my document.
Right.
He's got the power over me.
Right.
So I give. So my question is number 2 question. Am I wrong?
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 1 was what question is it?
Am I wrong? to
Okay.
give-
I thought number 2 was am I wrong?
Yeah. The number 2 is how do I
Choices.
what can I do? Because he's got my passport, and he's got
Actually,
like
I do have, but I don't get anything.
I don't want to say which department,
Okay, fine. I got it.
but I am very gerah.
Because what is this being a culture in it. Never ending culture. For the example, last year in August, in July, before election, we arrested few anggota from IPD SPS. Within that same week, there's another case. After 2 weeks, there's another case from the same IPD. It means they are not afraid of us. They're not afraid of our cases. They're not afraid of the action we're going to take. But what makes them stop, after 1 month, of course, the investigation was going on. IPK was came out with the instruction to suspend their profile. While the suspension time, one of the anggota was finding part-time job to gain money because while the investigation is happened, right? That boy met with accident, fractured. Within 24 hours, his leg had to be amputated because one of the nerves. I have the pictures later. If you can show. Then they start to stop. Why they stop? Be simple. This can. That's why I usually kind of like to start that way. When it comes to my in my office, when we arrested anyone, I'll advise them one thing. You encramp your problem. Because undang-undang, the law is there. You do whatever, you have to answer in under on the paper, your statement, whatever it is, we're gonna charge you or not, it's another story. You come to court, you can get a lawyer, whatever. But who gonna pay the fees? Who gonna pay your crime? It's a sin. You never know. I have one story. If let's say Miss Harry want me to share, I'll tell you. That's sin your family going to do. Later I'll share you. So you need to make changes from them. The cultures, ethics. We cannot simply go and say, oh, change the culture. You know, because he will be doing the thing all the while. The business he needs to do that. Is it okay? Fine, stop. What we do is that when we made up with any clients, we do it in entertainment, right? Who are the clients? The one who make your business sustain, run, and you will be getting profit from them. How about the vendors, suppliers? Why we need to entertain them? Like you need to pay them as well. Why they have to entertain you?
That's part of our as a
No, that's the reason.
marketing
What? Hey, see that?
Macam Chinese something like what we give hamper.
No, hamper is not Chinese culture. Chinese culture is angpao. It's angpao. It's not what amount in the envelope. But the angpao red color is to giving a prosperous to our friend, sharing. That's ethic. It's a culture. It's not ours.
Okay.
Gift exchange is a Westerners culture. That's why when come Christmas time, we do have this gift exchange. But that is not in Deepavali. Deepavali usually we give chain and things. We only give murgu and cookies. And usually we do have that one very, very hard cookies. Huh? Usually we play So Malays, they do have cookies and foods that usually like our that one is different. So angpao only a Chinese culture. But we adopt. Usually in Malaysia only we have multiple culture adopt. But don't think it's wrong.
Chinese New Year, my clients, people that I do business with, because it's Chinese New Year and they are Chinese, we give hamper.
Okay, why would be that?
Because you are my customer. It's part of
Okay, so why way off?
it's part of my marketing strategy.
Is that your business is not so good? You need to compromise your business with them that way. You need to give a hamper. You need to give an angpao. You need to give.
Yeah, I do appreciate.
Why you should appreciate that in that way?
The culture has a living.
That's correct, right? The culture is being there. So we are taking that culture and rationalizing with whatever we do. So now you want. Yes, ethically it's wrong. Okay, let's say you are doing a CSR, corporate social responsibility. It's different. It's your part of your business. You can do. Why you don't want to give appreciation to somebody else? There's a lot of people needed one. We have a lot of homeless people.
No return.
No return, exactly. So
Mutual understanding.
yes, exactly, sir. So we need to have some mutual. Then we need to sustain our business. We need to compromise the person. So we try entertain them. So what kind of entertainment we are doing?
Karaoke.
Okay. Well,
We can bring them perhaps some good food, which is affordable price or to lavish way. Expensive food, whatever is you are the one going to choose it. Why? Correct? So everywhere, every time, every crime, people are finding a reason to say that's correct, even though it's wrong. So now we have to change that. We take this opportunity, this platform, in which you all know that this is wrong. How you want to make changes? Of course, you've been doing that thing all the while. Because you are not in the government sector, you are private sector, most of them are doing business. How you want to change? See, when it comes to government, giving hamper is wrong, giving a diary is wrong, and entertaining them by buying food for them is wrong. So in the private sector, what are you going to do? You see, we have our cases in the hospital side. doctor are not aware that this is reason. We do have that information. This specialist doctor, they have some allocation to buy special medicine which is related to their specialized thing. So the allocation will come down. The doctors are allowed to choose their vendors. This is happening. Okay. So when they choose, they buy over all the medicine, which is probably they are not going to use. Then they will stock in. After some time, they transfer out. The medicine will be inside there. We call it as a drug, right, sir? The thing will be there. When came in a new specialist, that particular doctor won't use that medicine. He will use his own allocation and buying through his own vendor. What will happen to that medicine?
Expired.
Yes, expired, stock up a lot until they doesn't know what to do. They cannot simply. Government has to bear cost to dispose that drugs. But the doctors, why they choose this specialized, especially particular vendors?
Something.
Of course, sir. Okay, we say doctors, right? You know, nurses, they will promote you with the socks. Have you seen that in a special ward? When once the doctor say, hey, you have to wear this kind of socks, huh? Then the nurse will come and approach. Hey, actually, you can buy the socks from here. You can buy for this price. I can get it for you. So out of sudden, maybe you need extra oxygen concentrator. Then some out of sudden she will come. Hey, we have one supplier usually giving this. That's right. Promoting outsiders. That supplier getting benefit, right? They will pay kickbacks to the nurses. Commission, access, commission. Medical side. Private sector, I don't need to say you all know already. Other than that, school, education, one of the big how. One of the big people are making tons of school. Recently, when government giving allocation to repair toilets, right? So,
Vijay Chetty, Amara.
yes. Recently, we got this Palabatas, one school is
70,000.
is how to say, if I mention it before wrong, I cannot mention in detail the school, kind of sensitive. So the federal government was allocating a lot of money to this kind of schools to build up the classes. So back 5 years ago, they applied for 200,000 to build up a container cabin classes, but only left platform. Only left platform. There's nothing. 200,000 gone. Then they applied again, but this time slightly different because the political party people were involved in this. The contractor came in, they discussed with the pengetua and so on, and then, all right, fine, we're gonna do this for amount of 395,000. I will mention because the investigation is there, but I cannot mention some more detail. Investigation, see, 395,000 allocation approved. Money came into the school, the contractor came in, all right, sir, this much of amount you have to give us because I need to give to this party, political party. You know how much of amount? 195,000 taken out to give amount. Then the 200,000 supposed to do something else, but the pengetua was insisting to do the container cabin because earlier was in the plan, right?
Yeah.
So he came up with the plan. They got a lot of discussion. End of the day, they said, okay, fine. I'm only able to give you 200,000 because 195 taken out. Okay, done. But from the 200, only 117 was transferred out. 30 was taken by the pengetua. From the 170, there's another few much of amount was taken by the pengetua. End up only zinc and like urban ayam. No, what was the PPP? The students' classes. And that school is one of the top 10 schools in which Penang, religious school. I cannot mention it more. it's not about a particular community, it's about a school. This is not a new cases. This is not a typical cases. Everywhere happening. You know, sir, ever since from those days, I joined service, I'm hearing the same cases from our Tamil school, RMT food allegation. Never ending. Never ending. Last 2 days ago, got one police was calling me. They say got one school get this much of allegation, end up it's nothing. They don't know what they have done. I say okay, so you get me all the information. Later I'll come down and see. It's not in Penang. Somewhere nearby. State. I cannot mention it, sir. It's a secret lah. See, school, but the children get food on. Okay. What was the key thing here?
They get the
Let's say,
cheap one.
correct. If let's say the allocation is only 50 cents, the teacher will take out 50 cents, one cent thing only. No, worst part, the teacher was paid salary. They will be getting food from the canteen for free. Then they will be asking for another free things from them. Vegetable lah, fish lah, chicken. Someone is kind of some years ago, one somewhere nearby district, Tamil school as well. So the parents association, teachers parents association, they do have a lot of good people. They have a lot of wealth. They say, okay, fine, we're gonna do fully solar school. So we will come up with the fund and we will do the wiring, everything we'll do the installation. Out of suddenly the head mistress comes up, say, no, you all cannot do. You have to give all the money to me. Huh? You cannot do. I only want to. I will start to have issue, argument in the meeting, end up cases came. Just because of the money. It's not government fund. In middle of that, federal government or state government, I'm not sure, they give some allocation. All of a sudden, some political party people come in. They say this money is from our political people. So you have to give the project to school. This is school problem. What is that? School, hospital, where else? Everywhere also. Who made the thing? Now I'm asking.
Me. No, actually we are going what you call straightforward lah, but we are forced to do it. That's the
See, right? So when some people like you, which is very straightforward, you cannot survive in that business. You have to adopt yourself.
Yeah.
Once you adopt yourself in the culture, you have no choice at all. As how Miss Harry is now asking, what should I do? You have not much choice. She might be thinking, I was asking a few questions, but this fellow never answered my question. I purposely don't want to answer because I'm not legitimating that thing, but that is the culture was happening there. If you're going to Jabat Daerah, state, district land office, you have this issue. You're going to immigration office, you have this issue. We have to get, yes, city council. City council. You see, I don't know whether you all have any of you all here are councillors. Are you involved in politics? None of you all. Okay, don't mistake me. Okay, people of this are having a lot of problems. We have a lot of issues. We try to educate them, but still they're doing. Once they step in as a councillors or any leaders in the local assembly or state level, the people will start to get near to. Then you start to make a lot of nonsense. Of course, you have less choices, but somehow you have to. Somehow you have to practice your integrity. You have to practice it. People will come to approach to you, you have to tell them, please go in proper channel. Let's say our friend here is a chairman for the board of tender. The one who approached our friend over there is a best friend. For sure he knows his company name. Best friend, man. For sure the late night coffee session will be with him and say, bro, I'm joining the, I'm joining that tender. Can you look on that? If anything, please advise me. That's the simple word. So please advise me means for sure he'll say, hey, let me ask the technical people. So he'll call out the technical people. technical people will come and approach to him. Yes, sir, you were like, I heard YB was asking me to meet you. No, YB asking me. The technical.
Actually, we are calling also why.
The first thing. So the technical people will approach to you. So what do you need? Technical support, any ideas, any information. So what you can help me. So from that, okay, so then he'll send you a bill. The bill, actually, I need this much of money to this one. Actually, all will come out there. Then what you going to do? You will start to tips that person. Tips.
So
Tips to get it.
feed them already.
Huh?
Start to feeding.
Feeding. But he will mention tips. Tips. I got tips to you. Okay lah, you go minum first lah. Bawa makan ni. From there, he's getting benefit. After he gets some much of benefit, what are you gonna do? He will give YB some bribes in a kickback. Later on his campaign time, he'll go, hey bro, I have campaign over here. Can you help me out? Oh, sure, what do you need? Hey, I'm gonna give around 100 hampers over here. No problem, bro. I'll send you. After he spent the 100 hampers, what are you gonna do?
Second round.
He will be expecting more. And he will start to do nonsense to get the benefit because he want to get profit. What he expended, he want to take back. Okay. Now question. Do you know why our products all get price hike up like this?
Business. Only business. No. Right.
This culture. This culture.
Every license made.
Let's say our sir over here, he have a AP for you. He's bringing in a big commodity things. It's a kind of grain, which is we needed mostly. He is a kingmaker. Kingmaker. He is bringing in all the while, he's making profit. All of a sudden, another YB came in. He's a member of parliament. In the campaign process, he needs the support from our sir. Yes, sir. That's it. That's it. My campaign is going up. Probably I'm gonna win, but I need some more support. What you gonna do? Yeah, I need to supply a lot of things to people. All right, fine. What do you? How much you need it? Okay, now. How much you can support? That how much you support will be your money. You put numbers lah. Let's say you come up with 100,000. 100,000 done. He win the place. He became one of the cabinet minister, or let's say deputy minister. What will be his place? One of the powerful person. So what he has spent here, where he gonna get it back? He spent 100,000 for his campaign. How much you want to get back?
10 times.
Correct. Then harga barang. Yeah, the process and the business start to get harder. We need to survive. We need to that and this.
Give me election process.
If you realize, if you study indeed every time after election or before election,
How long does your investigation take usually on average?
depend on the case.
Oh,
Even in 24 hours we can solve.
24 hours?
Even in 1 week also we can settle. Some of them will take 6 months to 1 year.
Okay.
Settle means what?
I mean, complete investigation. Complete investigation. Complete investigation. We will propose to charge. No, we cannot send the question. Yes.
Shall we? Then.
YDP on.
Yeah, hello. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello,
No,
sir.
no question. No,
You can hear me?
No face.
You
no
can hear
question.
me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Shanmugam. Sir, I have one question, sir.
Okay.
Recently, I have received one, we're calling a peruntukan from a member of parliament
Right.
to repair toilet.
Right.
We has been asking to the fund from the member of parliament. So
Right.
the fund that we receive is from the ICU PM office. So when we receive the fund, then the member of parliament also send the contractor together. They ask us to appoint this contractor to repair the toilet. But the cost, when we compare to the others and recommend by the member of parliament, it is very huge. The difference is very big. So when we go back to the member of parliament, he insists us to use his contractor because this is instruction from government. What are your comments, sir?
Do you want to continue with our you want us to do investigation?
No. Your comment only comment because the toilet already complete already.
Or you want to continue your business? So let's say you want. It's kind of critical and complicated. It's kind of dilemma whether wanna continue with that business or quit himself. I know his situation. Maybe he's practicing integrity in him, but somehow in this issue, off record is up to you. Off record is up to you, sir. But let's say implement your integrity, you can report to. We can do something on that.
Okay, sir.
But this we do discreetly. We are not going to mention you. Because
Okay,
for
thank
sure
you.
that contract, not only one project is gonna get, and not only any project. So we can get a lot of cases from there. After come back, you can come and meet me, sir.
Okay, thank you. But by the way, the project already completed, sir.
Come again? Complete.
The project already completed.
So
Because the member of parliament told us that it is the, of course, the fund that we receive is I saw the transition from ICU PMO office. Then he asked us to know, I have no choice. I have to use his contractor. Then when I show him a different quotation that what your contractor charging is too high compared to my contractors, but he say no choice. I have to use his contractor. That's why I asking your advice. Future we know how to deal on these consequences.
That's my best advice, sir. Either you just continue your business in that way, or you can we can do investigation on that. We can get we can do something.
Okay, noted, sir. Noted.
You can get my
Thank you,
number
sir.
from Miss Harry.
That's a question. Thank you, Shah. From US.
Hi, sir. Hi, good evening. Very interesting topic so far. I wish I was attending in person. I just have two questions, if you don't mind. Number one, is MECC truly independent today, especially the last few years? Because what we are seeing is, when Tun Mahathir was Prime Minister, MACC investigates cases against his political enemies. When Muhyiddin Yassin comes in, it's reversed. Suddenly investigating Guaning. Ismail Sabri comes in, you're investigating somebody else. Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister, now you're investigating the other side. It seems that those days, the tool for the politicians was the ISA. Now MACC has become the sword for whoever is in power. How does that inspire confidence of people like us? That's for my first question. Second question, is rent-seeking corruption? Rent-seeking culture, is that corruption?
Rent seeking. All right. So the first question is very deep. It's hard to answer, but if you want me to answer as an independent person, we are trying to be very independent. We are trying to be very transparent, especially in our level as an investigation officer. When we do investigation, we do thoroughly, independently, and make sure it's transparent. That's why we can go after Najib.
Wow.
we can go after Najib. We can go after any prime ministers. It doesn't mean anyone, doesn't care. You can be anyone, want to be a prime minister, but MACC can't be stopped doing investigation. That's why, even though prime minister is one of the top person in a public service, MACC still can shake his check.
So, if I may interject, I agree with what you're saying, sir. But you went after Najib when Mahathir was in power.
No.
You went after Zahid Hamidi when Mahathir was in power. Today, when somebody else, when those people are sitting, like Zahid Hamidi is the deputy prime minister, charges are dropped. So, and now the ones who are being investigated are those on the other side. It's like we're going in circles. I'm in power, I go there. That person comes to power, turn back this side. So,
okay, understood. I understood your question, because as a public, a lot of people have the same question and the same view as you. But let me clarify something regarding on Najib's case as well. Najib's case was investigated while he was in power. He was a prime minister. At that moment, we done our investigation and we get consent to charge CTP. We already got consent. While he get information that we going to charge him, he take a discreet, it's like disappeared from Malaysia for around 1 week, 10 days. He go out from Malaysia without any info. Then he find all the way in legally how to attack us. That's why we get attacked. MACC was attacked by the top heads, which is whole nation knows that very well. Until our top heads been sacked out, been forcefully move out from MACC, they bring in their people in. But yet we still uphold our integrity and trying to do the best. I never deny in our even though it's our fingers in our hands should be same, but never be same. So that in our top heads might have, but I don't know. Usually, decision makers to be charged or not is due by our AG, the Attorney General, not us. Our part is doing investigation. We'll do investigation, we'll give a suggestion. Yes,
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Last question from me. Sir, did you saw Netflix series Man on the Run on the Najib? If yes, what your comment?
If you want, what is your question again?
Did you saw the movie at the Netflix Man on the Run? If yes, what is your comment?
You want me to comment, eh?
Yeah.
So in the 70s, Philippines was a very great upcoming country. Paul Marcos and Imelda was the highlighted person at the time in the Philippines. What was happened? The bribery made the whole nation fall. Now we have a lot of media platform to share the news regarding on the case and subsequences we gonna face regarding on the crime, this bribe. So Man on the Run, for me, should be watched. Should be watched.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Because I already watched before the government going to remove from Netflix.
Nothing wrong. At least they documented something we should know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Happy to hear from you. All the way far from US. Really great.
Second question.
Second question, right? 3 questions actually. The second question is the ransom. Rank seeking. Can someone explain to me about that? Rank seeking.
sorry?
Well, can you explain to me about rank seeking? The second question.
Oh.
You asked us.
Well, for me, basically, sir, okay, rent seeking, in my understanding, would be when one party seeks to gain some wealth or some income without any reciprocal contribution. Like government-funded programs. Like, I'll give you one example, which has been bugging me for years. The Health Ministry, Famaniaga.
Okay.
I'll say Famaniaga is one where you have to use agents for procurement or to do things. That would seem to be the biggest form of corruption in this country for years. And nobody's doing anything about it. Instead, we are ready to bail them out some more because they made a bad business decision.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, that is what we have been doing for past 2 years, where we call it as a cartel. Cartel. The cartel, tender cartel. No one else can enter the cartel, the tenders, only these particular people, they are the one who controlling that. They are the one who controlling, they have tons of license in their hand. Whoever want to enter that tender of that business, they have to go through that. Because of that, we have a lot of issues, as how I mentioned here just now regarding on subsidy issues. It's a cartel as well. Then frozen meat import in Malaysia, that's also a cartel. AP tender cartel. So this is as our Mr. Arun said, some of the biggest mediators to create this bribery to be. Actually, one of the best movies, Onion and Indian. Usually, my seniors used to mention that movie because how the crime, especially bribe, will make these countries spoil. We have a lot of good reasons. Examples. Ever since the Malacca Sipito, back in India, even in Malaysia, we have a lot of untold stories regarding on the local rulers' war. Never been mentioned. I think you all probably never heard. There's a lot of local rulers fight each other to get their territories. Then a lot of bribery was happened. So we have a lot of examples, but we don't want to take it as a lesson learning. Like as our Mr. Arun said just now regarding on this cartel, we know that thing. Do any one of us came out and do report? Probably you know, but you don't want to take it serious, or you don't want to put your head inside and say, I don't want to be a witness, I don't want to mess up my time, I don't have enough time to be witness, I don't want to come up. These are the way when you are like lari, you are running away from that responsibilities. When you are running away, your responsibility as a good cemetery, a good citizen, ending up we have a lot of times here. We lost a lot of good leaders because of that. You are the one who can be a good leaders, but you don't enter politics. You don't want to be a public leaders. You are opinion leaders in community, but you don't want to be there. Which you want to be there, you might make changes. Okay. We talk about crime. In between, we got mentioned about ethic. Right? Why ethic? Why usually this bribery or corruption always be related to integrity? Why? What is all about integrity? Who can explain to us? What is integrity, sir? You have your idea, sir?
Integrity.
Integrity.
Do the right thing, if no one see us.
Okay, can you elaborate? Can you elaborate? With the layman words. Can, no, nothing wrong.
Misalnya lah kalau itu ada orang nampak sesuatu yang betul-betul kita buat, itu integrity. Contohnya macam kita nampak sesuatu, tapi benda tu bukan milik kita, tapi kita pilih untuk tak ambil, walaupun orang tak nampak.
Okay. Sekarang ni tak ada orang nampak, tapi kita ambil rasuah, oh salah. Boleh jadi integrity juga. Sebab tak ada orang nampak.
Orang pun orang tak nampak sih, orang pun
Nah,
orang tak
the word he said is correct, but the example need to be elaborated. How is that? You are getting there, little bit. I would like to hear from you because integrity is about you. It's about you and yourself. It's inside you. What is that inside you? The one our relationship. Spiritual. Spiritual is not about religion. It's not about God. It's not about a faith. It's about you. That's why in every faith we do say the same thing. Be truthful to yourself. Once you are being truthful to yourself, you're doing the right thing, doesn't need anyone to see that. That's what our friends mentioned just now. It doesn't need to show to anyone. It doesn't need to selfie. It doesn't need to take pictures. To prove, to show the proof. Doesn't need others to see. As long as it's a good thing you can do. No need to prove to anyone. So the first thing is in you. If you are not being truthful to your own self, how are you going to make the changes? When we are doing a crime and we know that's wrong, you have to change your own self. See, there's a word in Tamil that says, if as a theft, he doesn't want to change by himself, nobody can change the crime. Nobody can stop. With information, in Tamil says, I used to use this. Why? That's the basic thing. Nobody can change you. The crime is related to you. If you, when you caught a theft, he will give you thousands of reasons. For the food, to live, to survive, everything. To feed somebody. If you ask, if you have you had any experience to meet up with any prostitutes? Frankly, as a gentleman, I mean adults now, we try to ask them. They will give a reason for survival. For them to survive, to get food. It's very basic thing started with food. Do you know a lot of, sorry, yes, sir, don't take it serious, sir. A lot of people, they make changes in them just because of food. And we are using that food as a reason to entertain and legitimate our crime in a bribery as well. So it's in you to change. If you never tend to change innerly, your spiritual, you cannot change the crime. That's where it's come to know as a community culture, ethics. You change yourself. You change your own self. Like our friend just now was questioning, what should I do? I cannot ask him to change because I'm nobody to change him. The one who can change or make changes is him by himself. Let's say he's in that particular business, he got no choice or not much choices to make changes. How are you going to change? And whatever he want to do, he can do. If let's say he don't want to do, he have to quit that business. If he quit from there, do he have any other choices? See, our life is very, very beautiful human being life. When you have you attended a police talk regarding on crime? Have you attended? They will talk about these are the crimes happen, these are the way people being killed, these are the cases. If you attend DBJ, they will be showing the accident, road accident, these are the offenses. If you attend this jail officers, they will show how to fight and so on. Correct. But when it comes to SPRI, MACC, we have two things to mention here. One about crime, another one is ethics. It's integrity. The crime is there, you cannot change. So you need to change this. Like very simple. You know, have you been heard about 5S? 5S? Correct. Especially in our safety field, you have right. It's over there. 30 over years is already in that business, right? But when it comes to government, you can see everywhere is colorful tagging. Everywhere colorful. After 10 years gone. Because we are not taking it as a culture. As our friend just now mentioned, I'm not very sure who, to the Tamhani, 40 years back, he brought in, look into the history. Correct? It's about culture, Japanese culture. Right. It was a Japanese culture. What is their culture? Integrity. It doesn't need anyone to see you.
Aragiri.
It doesn't need anyone to see you. You just go and do whatever. If anyone have been to this Austria, Sweden, they can see that how people are practicing it every day. Nobody gonna ask them. Nobody gonna ask them to do anything. Or nobody gonna see them. Or you can let the thing over. Even in Australia, they have the ethics. Some of them they don't have grill. The doors is simply like that. Fencing. No fencing. So you have to change. You have to make the changes. That's why in Putrajaya they have some houses with no fencing. They try to bring in, but we only see on the surface. We never go into it. This is a domino force. Whoever giving reasons now, pointing to others, then here, their fault, this fault, that fault, visible. These are the person who really became culprit to make that crime to be bigger. There's nothing wrong. You knock the door first. We have social media. You can voice it. Nobody will ask you a question. People will condemn you. 100 people will condemn you, but there will be 10 people supporting you. Doesn't matter. I true to myself. I just mention whatever I do. Before that, we make changes. You want to do, you do. You don't want to do, you don't do. Because nobody going to watch after you. But there's one fellow will not watch after you. Trust me. There's one fellow will watch after you. Huh? Oh. On top. Oh. That's it. He got a big book. They take out the book, write down. That's the truth. You see, sir, human beings are very beautiful creature in this world. We are the one who can talk in a multiple language. We can communicate with anyone. We can do anything in this world. End up we complaining to the God. Oh.
Bribing the God.
Huh?
Even bribing
the God. So we never know who is God, but we will assume that is the God we have to do. This God the one who do. So we are creating. I think I taken a lot of time.
One question.
Thanks.
We have our neighbor country where the corruption rate is very low.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Okay?
You mentioned it. What is your question also?
The question is, one, they can do it. The culture they can adopt.
Okay.
Okay?
Good question. I would really happy to hear that question.
But here it is the big problem. Is it an education system?
No, it's not about the system. We do have system.
Yes.
We do have law.
But where did the implementation go wrong?
How people is wrong. You know why? Okay, let me explain to you one thing, sir. They are apart from us, huh? They are apart from us. Yeah, they came out from us. They form up our own nation. All right, but full with law, full with enforcement. No, there's a lack of integrity. Lack of integrity. But they have a lot of law. You know why? Can you tell me if let's say that nations people who drive into Malaysia, how they became, how they turn out to be like how? Are the JB fellows? Worse than us. Yeah. Why they can follow their rules where they don't speak on the street, but when come to Malaysia, they became like hooligans free. It means the law controlled them. When they came to Malaysia, they like a freedom. Same goes to our friends who always visiting a next door country and being freedom over there. Because nobody is looking at us. This is common, sir. It's a very common. Even our people, when travel to outside, let's say they go to somewhere in Western countries, right? They will be very freedom, very sexy, and nobody will see you, right? But here, we're controlling ourselves. Why? We know there is a law. The law here is our aunties around the house. Look at you. I can see you. I'm looking at you. There you're looking. The CCTV 24 hours was looking there. No issue without recording. They have full recording for 30, 40 years. That's how. But the problem is here. Here. Ourselves. That's what's happening there. For your kind information, I don't know whether Miss Harry know or not. I don't know our friend or not. Singapore to have one problem where nobody outsiders much know about that. they have a lot of HIV cases. They have tons of HIV cases, which is unreported, which is their government really restricted holding the cases without exposing to anyone. They call it members. Do you know that? How do I know? I have people inside the hospital. I do have people inside the hospital. National hospital and the government funded hospital. I don't want to mention the name lah. Don't ask me. I know it is I know I have people over there. Then what else we have? There is the corruption. They are alliance country with US. They want to make their business with their perception. You know CPI? Have you heard about CPI? Corruption Perception Index. It's not an exact number. It's not playing with the exact number. It's a perception. How does the business now going on, sir? Speculation market. It's a perception business. So if 10 of you, a powerful businessman, create a new perception, huh?
No integrity.
No, yes, you can create that thing to be look like very good. For the example, how do Enron fall? Have you know anyone about Enron? I think one related to audit economy should know about Enron. It's a European industry. It's very big industry. Enron. You can Google.
Enron.
Enron.
Yeah.
Enron fall because of false declaration by the audit firm. They came up with the wrong perception. They say we are doing a tons of good businesses. End up actually they are on loss. The whole West, especially Europe country, fall because of that one particular Enron. And I think Peter Anderson close out the business. They call it Big Four. Big Five last time. No,
Big Four.
Big Four. KPMG, they are the one who play the business. Corruption. It's because of perception. Just to create, let's say like our Elon Musk, he came up with a statement, we will accept Bitcoin as one of the platform you can buy over our Tesla. On the spot, Bitcoin.
That's before they already bought a lot.
Right. So the story here is we cannot depend on the perception numbers showing they are too good. These countries are too bad. No. But yet, I never deny. We do have. We do have. Practically, we do have every day. Culturally, people are practicing it. Once been stopped by the police, enforcement agencies, they start to expecting something from you, and we, the one who do wrong, start to practicing it. And we make it as a culture. After 10, 20 years, we are blaming the government, we are blaming the community, we are blaming that and this, and that we never make the changes. I think you all know about what's happening in the border states, right? They're smuggling rice, they're smuggling the diesel, petrol, so on. Why we are still keep quiet? Okay, I'm asking you all in this one time. How many massage centers is here?
More than 100.
Okay, how many not Malaysian is working? No, you don't know, right? Okay. Let's say most of them are Chinese girls Do they have visa? Okay, these are very good questions. That is the basic thing. We never tend to get know about that. You know, local authority never giving, I think quite sometimes they don't giving license to foreign workers to work as a massage parlors people. And in Malaysia, most of the Siamese who are working here, they don't have visa. They only have tourist visa. Do they pay levy? Do they pay tax?
No.
So how they are taking back our money?
Just like that.
Just like that. When the money is traveling over there, you know how much is traveling over there? Do you know how much they are earning per month? Some of them earning more than you. 2013, sorry, 13 and 12, 13, 14, 3 years in one time, I was doing some undercover work over there. At that time, there is 6 massage center three owned by another owner, three another owner. That in a three, one is totally fully massage, another one is only for foot massage, and one only for full service. Okay, adult, I'm talking to you, right? This full service, this one, the normal foot massage, another one is massage only. Three of them almost same. Even at that two places also have the same service fee. Okay, what is the MO? Every one staff workers for one customer, $10 must be spared for enforcement. That fully massage, foot massage and the service all together here one pocket. We have almost 100 of staff working in Kuantan. You know, in Kuantan itself, they have that moment, I think 30 or 40 massage center, which is owned by only few owners. Okay, the MO is same. A day in Kuantan, almost more than 1,000 Siam girls is working in massage.
1,000.
Let's say that girl, okay, that center having customer until late night. We take it one customer one day. 1,001 is 1,000, 10,000 per day. 30 days. I do some mathematics. Per month, they are paying for enforcement almost 600,000 to 700,000. Wow. Wow. By that 10 ringgit. So this massage girls was charged 60 ringgit per hour, the standard price, 10 ringgit for the enforcement, 5 ringgit for the room cleaning, 10 ringgit for the room rental. So almost 25 ringgit was spent out, only left 43 ringgit for them. In that 43 ringgit, they cannot survive. They will start to do all the happy ending fees. Sorry to say that. So one happy ending is different matter. Our friend over here, he have a lot of depression, stress. So he start to get new,
More and more.
no, not more. New life, new happiness. So he will start to spend it there. The girl will start to take care of the person. Then he will every day go get food, every day will get something, and food, weekend for drinking. Do you think that only one fellow is entertaining this girl? And that girl only entertaining this one girl? That girl taking away back home per month, never less than 8 to 10,000. I'm talking 10 years back, 10 years back, not now, 10 years back. 8 to 10,000. What was he doing? One taxi driver was being reported, cheated one Chinese girl for 25,000. What was the issue? This girl every time give money to this taxi driver to send the money to Danok. Every month, 18,000, 20,000, 18,000, 20,000. This taxi driver Danok. So how does this girl make money in a month, that much of money? With that 43 ringgit. Mathematics doesn't work. Mr. Tarawan? So, okay, the question here. My question is very simple. We are just fun this scenario, right? What do you do? Do any one of us do any picket, any protest regarding this? The one who's stealing our money? There's our money. What happened? Our friend from the salary started to take out 200, 100, 200, 100, end of the day, half of the salary, almost full salary gone within 10 days. What will happen? No. He will start to do all the nonsense while he is doing his work. Start to steal from the place. Then he found a friend who was always going for online. Gambling. Today he won 500. Happy lah. $100 investment 500. He go and spend again. Tomorrow he got no $100. What he gonna do? He have to find out another $100. This thing create a new crime. Yes, hello. Tons of Kuantan people, yes, having this issue. And it was covered up by very, 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 very high level. I don't want to say, maybe they call me for the Datoship, I will go lah. Yeah, I mean, long time in one time, Kampu knows me very well. So I don't know whether he's going to call me, so I don't want to mention that. So that's happening, and we are legitimating that thing, we are letting the thing happen. Okay, that's important. How about you? Do any one of us came out resolve this issue? We are letting this thing to be happen, but yet we creating a new problem.
We don't know, you're good people.
I knew that. I can feel sometimes. Yes, correct. But in defining this crime, there is a crime. You know how they enter in? You know, they just go out and shop. Some of them not going out. They just send the passport. People will shop and send back 1,500. Oh, they'll get 3 months. They can earn more than that. That's why a lot of tigers, they happy to stay here in the ship and they create a crime. So once the border people making money, the enforcement over here make money. So I think I don't need to answer more about that.
So at the end, what happened to the case of that? The Pahang.
Until there was only PKP helped us out.
Okay.
Only the lockdown helped us out a lot. Because a lot of there was crying no food, our people support their.
So how about the scammer? How do I know the particular?
You already sell off all your data, sir.
So who sell the data?
You yourself.
Ourselves, not the third party.
You sell to the third party. That third party make use of you. You see, every day in media, they are exposed, they are advertising, they are giving all awareness campaign, but yet our people still doing the same thing. When you receive a call, ada satu keputusan yang belum dituntut, you already know you never order the time. Why you still answering the phone? Selamat pagi Encik, panggilan daripada mahkamah Terengganu. What the heck, mahkamah will call you, brother? Okay, brother, you got case. All the particular department will call you. Encik, sekian, nombor IC sekian, Encik, ada satu ni, sila datang ke pejabat sekarang untuk keputusan ni. That's all. Why? Another one thing, sorry, I like to add on with the scammer call. We have a love scam, right? It's all because of our girls desperately don't have anyone. They call it themselves as an introvert, they don't want to get mingled with anyone. And our guys are so desperate, don't have anyone to entertain them, end up in the love scam. Girls and guys love scam. So every day, every week, there's a report in police. Police are publishing that thing. A clerk lost ringgit 1 million on the love scam. First question, how the clerk got so much money? Second thing, if you are a clerk, you are so good, how come you can be so stupid? You don't ask for another question. That's the thing. That's okay. We found that right. We are doing the same thing. You know where? When every time got link came to your message, you try to click. Congratulations, you have to give this thing or this. You fill up the form, you will set up this thing. Then start to click. Once you click, all the data will go. That's a very basic hacker thing. Link. Last time when we open some website, we'll pop up a lot of pop-up via listing sites. That pop-up is breaching all your data. So. You are the one letting your data, especially those days. We all very young people. When we started to use this network, we started to find all the nonsense thing. When we find out all the nonsense thing, the thing pop up. Sometimes we mistakenly click there. They already set all out. That's why our elderly people are smart now. They escape. They seldom use this kind of thing. But they are being trapped with this bantuan. Bantuan SPR, that thing bantuan. Have you claimed? They come out. The message that you can claim through the link. Click. Because you say, alamak, government is giving me 200 ringgit. Recently the 100 ringgit. Everyone was clicking on that. End up, I declare that. Of course, you never declare. So once you start to declare all your data, they will take. Actually, this is a government strategy, how to collect the data. But in between of that, scammers when they come in, they collect all the data.
That's like this.
The one, the lucky draw. Usually people write the lucky draw, put inside the box. Where it will go? There, the one. They buy over. One thing is exactly right. The thing is happening everywhere.
So
We are not doing that. All right. I think I can share the last case, regarding on ethic, what was happened. If the crime you do, who will pay the price? This recently happened in 2017. We do investigation on a particular department. And that department was being given a very big task to handle the public money. It's a public money. So the department will handle the money to give away to the needed people, poor people, and so on. So on that, the particular department have some allocation for students. The CEO of the particular department, the head of department, he applied, which is he's not eligible, but he was using one of the clauses, which is can rationalize and eligible to make him to take the money to pay his student, his son's studies in nearby countries. Okay, he take out the money. He applied. His assistant approved. He take out the money 3 times. It's under Section 23 misuse of power. He took the money. He used it to pay his son's studies. You see that the head of department at that time was earning per month 18,000. 18,000, not so small money. The wife is teacher, earning 8,000 to 10,000. Okay, family inheritance got some of money in account of 2 million plus. Every month got the income was coming specifically from the in-laws family. And this guy is not a kind of lavish, but always complain to the contractors. You tapala, contractor, once he say that meaning, that word, the next day contractor will find out that watch and buy for him from the new one. So once he saw you tapala contractor, you boleh pakai handphone mahal. The next day, another contractor will buy it. In return, he will give project to this fellows. So in our investigation, we found a lot of cases. We first charged for the watch, phone, and money, cash. Then the investigation regarding on the misuse of power was completed. About to charge after 1 year, IP came down. So we were doing some preparation to charge. In meanwhile, time before, I think around 1 month time, there is to charge that son in that country. They were studying in medicine. He was in the motorbike on the traffic light. Out of sudden, there's one lorry came, bang the boy. There's another boy was with that boy. That friend was escaped, but this boy died on the spot.
Oh.
That Datuk elder son. You have tons of money, you have power, but not you the one killed. Actually, you might thinking, why other criminal matters never say about this? Because they don't have time to educate you. They don't have time to tell you. They don't have time to advise you regarding this. We take the chance. We take the opportunities. We believe this moment was gifted by God for us to make changes. If not now, if not today, maybe tomorrow. But the changes can be started from our inside. If you start to say to your own self, I should make some changes. That is the very first changes. That's the very first manifest to your own self. Doesn't matter, we can change or not, never mind. At least you manifest to your own self. At least you can make changes. So not be happening in the future. So we have a lot of questions which is given by our Miss Harry earlier, such as when does the gift became a bride? I thought you were going to ask the question. Let me explain it a bit. Anything when you have a related, work related in favor, which is when I have favor in return with you, and I have profit from you. For that, I'm giving something to you as any name, you name it as a how, as a gift, tips, whatsoever, it's still a bribe. If you are giving somebody something to do his job, it's not his salary actually, it's extra token to fasten up your things, it's a bribe. But usually bribe happen in a win-win situation, where both fellow have need that equal benefit needs, but actually there's something wrong, which is against the law, against the ethic, then the bribe. Okay, giving a bribe also for wrong is is offense, it's a crime. Accepting a bribe also an offense, it's a crime. Doing a false claim also a crime. False claim, which you know the material the claim is forged, also a crime. Misuse of power, of course, everywhere, but we are focusing now currently more to government. Private sector, we are slightly going in for accepting, giving bribe and false claim. Hopefully, we are not going to the misuse of power. Actually, a little bit I want to touch for the private sectors. We are going after corporate liability. If let's say to sustain your business, to get your business, you give a bribe. Okay, you give a bribe or accept a bribe from a particular company. Let's say you do a report, or that fellow do a report, then the corporate liability falls on the company who getting benefit. I give a very simple example. Let's say your company giving bribe to our friend over here to make sure to get business, you will be charged under corporate liability, something like that. But she have to be our witness, no? She have to do the report. But let's say both of you are not giving a report, somebody else report. Then we will find out who is more advantage on that to get benefit. Okay, because every business in Malaysia is registered, so you're bound, you're tends to have under the federal constitution, under every law in Malaysia. So you need to accept the thing you have to face. We want a clean business, good governance in your business to make sure you have a very clean money. The one who are practicing this integrity shouldn't have issue, but the one who are having all the hanky-panky things on the daily place, they will have. And for your information, tomorrow I'm going to talk about the corporate liability to one metal industry. They are now doing risk management, so they call in for talk regarding corporate liability. So for your information, started from 2018 until now, a lot of industry, especially MNCs, are calling us to give talk regarding on the crime prevention and compliance regarding on the anti-corruption. Okay, so I think it will take a lot of time. Thank you so much. Okay.